All right, guys, I guess I'm just going to title this one Random Topics because I want to talk about a couple of things. Back in the day, I told you guys a situation where I was trying to detox from the parasites, and all of a sudden I started getting like free food. Somehow food started appearing at my hotel room and stuff like that. And whether somebody bought that for me or not, I don't know. Regardless, I was trying to detox, and all of a sudden it was just like abracadabra. This free food was just everywhere. I told you guys how some pancakes and burgers were delivered to my door, and several other things, some Chinese food. I'll tell you guys, but let's forget about the hotel situation. Let me tell you guys, like, when I would go eat cookies, right? Okay. So you're getting close to detoxing the parasites out your body, and all of a sudden you're going to notice that all these people are trying to give you free food. With me, so I would go, let's say I went to a place to buy some cookies. Guys, I'll tell you the truth. And these cookies were expensive. Now remember, there's always, I go to Modified Mufflers. It's always the people driving the BMWs who think they're badass too. But anyway, that's why I was going to title. That's why I titled some Random Topics, because I knew I was going to be all over the place. So I went to this place, and y'all already know those gourmet cookies are not cheap. But this one place I went to, like I would ask for 3 cookies, and guys, they would give me like 9. Now, remember, there's always plausible deniability. Oh, maybe it's because you went to the place an hour before they closed, and they just gave them away to you for free. Or maybe because you asked for the gluten-free cookies, maybe not a lot of people bought them, so they just gave them to you. I mean, you can come up with all these excuses. It's always plausible deniability when you're dealing with these goddamn demons, man. I told you these parasites are very intelligent, probably more intelligent than we are. 13 Sun said that we have alien activity going on in our body when you have parasites. He said that's why some of y'all seeing aliens, because of the parasites in your body. Because it's like your body is the universe, and the universe is your body. I don't know. It's very complex, y'all. It's very complex. So I go get these cookies, and they kept giving me free cookies. And then sometimes people, I go to a place wasn't even there to eat food, and somebody's offering me some sugar. I mean, it got to the point, guys, it's just like, okay, I know some shit going on. Same thing happened, guys, to me today. Somebody was trying to offer me something free. That's how I know the parasites are dying off in the body. And all they need is for me to just, get a hold of something. Some kind of meat or, some sugar or something to feed those parasites in the body. Maybe it's not the outer enemies we really should be worried about. It's the ones that's inside you should be worried about. You know what I mean? Maybe the enemies, the parasites that's inside you are really controlling your reality. You think it's political figures and all this other external stuff. It could be the internal stuff that's controlling you, not the external stuff. Everybody's trying to give me free food, guys. It's like they know somehow. And if these parasites inside you, I know they're very intelligent. I know they can communicate with other parasites and other people, right? You think you got your own mind. No, if you got parasites, they got control of your mind. And they're communicating with other people who got parasites, who undermine control as well. I mean, this all coincides with your thoughts. Not all your thoughts are actually your thoughts. I wonder what percentage of our thoughts are actually our thoughts. Man, that should be studied for real. 144-9 on the side as I'm talking. How much? I will tell you guys this. I feel like I've gained more control over my thoughts since I've gained control of my diet. There's not a lot of chatter going on inside my brain. There's extended moments of relaxation and meditation about, where I've been and where I want to go and stuff like that. There's not much chatter in my mind when you detox. And that's why, of course, the Bible wants you to fast and things like that. Even in Elijah Muhammad's book, he said that Allah would rather you not eat meat. This is in Elijah Muhammad's book, How to Eat to Live, Not Live to Eat. Of course, we know that Elijah Muhammad had the Nation of Islam eating this whiting fish that he was importing. Kind of interesting too, because the word whiting came up in my Muslim name, whiting. I don't think I've ever tried whiting fish before, but anyway, but it hinted at veganism in the book. But it also mentioned how it's very difficult to feed people without part of their diet being some kind of animal flesh. So I guess he just gave them the lesser evil, which was the whiting fish. Probably a very, I would assume it's probably a very light fish, because a lot of stuff too, guys, has to do with, like, you want to stay away from heavy food. Heavy food, the heaviness of food. Like when you think about eggs are actually heavy. Like when I get a bag of popcorn, it's very light. Like even though I eat a whole bag of popcorn, it's still lighter than 4 eggs. If you hold 4 eggs and you hold a bag of popcorn, the eggs are much heavier. So you want to focus on eating food, lighter foods. Another thing too I want to talk about is that, guys, when you stop eating meat, when I'm talking to the guys, I already told y'all in the past, you're gonna gain an extra inch. Okay, I mean, when you eat a lot of meat, it shrinks, and you risk getting getting prostate issues and stuff like this. I mean, like I said last night, man, all the things that people risk just to be eating meat every day, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna ruin my sex life over some animals eating animals. That's ridiculous, man. Like, for real, that's ridiculous. I would have to imagine that vegans have better sex. Now, I told you guys, and I bring this up every now and then, about how I dated this Native American woman who lived in Oneida, Wisconsin. She was from the Oneida tribe. And this was one of the most pleasant people I had ever met in my life. And, she was just so clean. She was so clean. And she was, like, really sexual too. Sorry, I gotta go. I just gotta tell y'all about that. She was really sexual, and she was, like, really clean. She used Dr. Bronner soap. And she was I just found her to be so delightful. Guys, have you ever been with a girl that was just delightful? Like, she was sexual and just like good to talk to? That's very rare. Because usually for guys, you end up being with the, you want to, you want to get your rocks off. And a lot of times you have to sacrifice a woman's personality at the expense of you getting your rocks off. But with this girl, the reason I tell y'all she was somebody you can never forget, because it was like having a woman who is your best friend and a great lover. I mean, guys, that is rare, even from the perspective of a woman. If you find a man that's a friend and a great lover in bed, god damn, you found a diamond. you found something really like, seriously. That, I would like to think that's what people want. It's, because you always got to sacrifice one thing or another, or you sacrificing this to babysit somebody. Y'all know all that stuff. But just to close it out, guys, but yeah, as I detox, all these people are just trying to give me stuff. People being nice, like, and they got this niceness about them. Like, why are you being, like, why you, man, I would love to make a movie, but why are you being so nice to me? Because they trying to get that damn food. That's why we out here, 13 Son. It sounded like he crazy when he talking about how serious it was with people eating meat. He even mentioned it had to do with slavery and all that. It sounds crazy. But when you start detoxing and you start seeing people act funny around you, and you really see how far it goes with this parasitic stuff, oh, it will sound he is right in exact way what he's talking about. He is right in exact, and that's why I'm saying you're looking at all this external stuff, and it's really the internal stuff that you should be concerned with. And as far as people being controlled to do bad things that wish they were good, that's all parasites. Maybe I'm gonna leave a link. It's not gonna be 13 Sons. It's probably gonna be some. I think it's these two white guys made a video. I don't know. I've seen it in the past, but they were talking about parasites being related to demons. There's a straight, direct connection between parasites and demons. So if you want to be right and you can't understand why you keep doing wrong, the first thing you want to do is you gotta fast, and you gotta just stop eating bullshit, man. Like, for real. But like I said, I mean, that's the only bad thing about like a guy like being healthy and getting on a vegan diet. You're gonna be very sexual. Your dick is gonna grow. I mean, it's like it's gonna be a chia pet. It's gonna be like you're gonna watch that thing grow as you stop eating meat. And yeah, I'm talking about like you looking at your shit like, damn, it was bigger. It's bigger than what it was in my 20s. Well, because of the meat, you was eating meat. You're gonna be your hardest when you're not eating meat. And whether it's because of the cholesterol or not, I'm not no scientist. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all the facts. So if you women get with a guy that don't eat a lot of meat, yeah, you're gonna have. He's gonna most likely make good love to you. Like it's kind of hard not. It's kind of hard not to. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I'll let y'all later. Check out the link. Peace.